In the past 200 years, almost half of all mammalian extinctions worldwide have occurred in Australia. Today, nearly 1 in 3 of our unique Australian mammals are at risk of extinction. Hi, my name is Christian. My family and I live on the Mornington Peninsula in Victoria, and we are one of many that have witnessed firsthand the destruction and devastation predators can leave behind. This is my presentation, the impact introduced predators are having on the Mornington Peninsula biosphere. Whilst there was an abundance of research available around the effect feral animals are having on Australian flora and fauna generally, reliable statistical and analytical evidence on a more specific habitat such as the Mornington Peninsula required further research. When keywords feral, predator and Australia were used in search engines such as Microsoft Academic, ResearchGate, Google and Google Scholar, far too many options were presented. When predator was replaced with rabbit, cat and or fox, and Australia substituted with Victoria and or Mornington Peninsula, the research findings became much more specific and relevant. Combining keywords with operators such as on and Boolean structures were also adopted. The origin of the content, how recent the research was published, the author, their credentials and their motives were also considered. Apart from the high economic costs they leave behind, introduced predators such as foxes and cats are the primary cause in the decline and extinction of many small native animals on the Mornington Peninsula. Introduced foxes continue to cause untold physical and financial damage to livestock and native animals, to the point that they have been listed as a key threatening process for biodiversity under the Australian Commonwealth's Environment Protection and Biodiversity Conservation Act 1999. The total annual cost of foxes to Australia's environment and economy is estimated to be $227.5 million per annum. A recently published wildlife research article suggests that in Australia, feral cats kill 649 million reptiles and small native animals per year, a number that is on the increase each year. Rabbits graze on native crops, vegetation and pastures, preventing seedlings from regenerating and causing soil erosion. By competing with native wildlife for food and shelter, rabbits have also contributed to the decline of many native plants and animals on the Mornington Peninsula. Found southeast of Melbourne, the Mornington Peninsula is home to many plants and animals, including species of great significance that are constantly under threat through predation. The number of native animals on the peninsula is on the decline, to the point where the peninsula biosphere has been listed on the wetlands of international importance as part of the Ramsar Convention. Species recently declared as extinct on the Mornington Peninsula include, but not limited to, the eastern pygmy possum, white-footed dunnart, and the New Holland mouse. While new species have been detected on the peninsula as recently as 2011, there are more than 50 known faunal extinctions since European settlement, and another 80 remain on the endangered list. Students as early as Year 2 begin to learn that living things grow, adapt and survive in their environment. It is in Year 4, however, that they learn how living things are affected by certain environmental factors as well as each other. As part of the curriculum, students observe and describe predator-prey relationships. They predict the effects when living things are removed from an area, and they recognise that interactions between living things may be competitive or mutually beneficial. The Mornington Peninsula Shire are determined to protect the biodiversity that exists within its municipality, a key area of which is feral animal management. Since 1997, a cat curfew has been in place demanding that all cats are kept indoors at night. Concentrated fox and cat control programs such as sodium poison baiting exist throughout the Mornington Peninsula reserves, while other such programs were extended to national parks on the peninsula in 2011. initiatives said to be head and shoulders above control programs elsewhere. Whilst predators play an important role in the structure and function of the Mornington Peninsula ecosystem, the key to finding and sustaining a balance between predators, herbivores, and habitats for all species is to manage predator and herbivore populations through a practical and realistic ecological approach to land management.